Hi friends, welcome back. Today we're going to be watching Buffy the Vampire Slayer Season 4, Episode 9. It's called Something Blue, so I tried to dress appropriately. This shirt sort of says I love holidays, so I think it's a little bit too Christmassy for I think we're in June. So, not my best choice, but I didn't have any blue stuff, so I had to raid my sister's closet and this was the best option I could find. It took me a while because I was thinking about it. I was like, this is a really high praise. Am I sure I want to give it to this episode? And I have come to the conclusion that yes, 108 was just my favorite episode of the Buffyverse so far. So I'm definitely still up on my Bangel feelings. And talking about, marriage, which is what it feels like this episode is sort of gonna do, is not exactly my top choice at the moment. I'm definitely worried. I mean, it's not like Buffy's gonna get married, but still, talking about romance, I'm gonna go with a big fat no for now. I feel like after that episode, Riley Sir, you're gonna have to do so much to convince me to ship you and Buffy again. Because, after the initiative, after that episode, I was sort of a little bit on edge. It feels like that relationship is gonna end up in a betrayal. It feels like they don't know each other. He is a demon hunter and she is like a vampire slayer. So technically, I guess that adds up and they could really be a good couple. To me, after I found out that thing about him, it made him a little bit less appealing. I feel like it should have worked the other way around, right? The fact that he's into the supernatural should make me like him more. I mean, as a character, I like him more because he's more interesting. But I mean, I feel like it should make me ship them more if they have similar interests. It does not. My brain did not work that way. But for me, personally, abstinence, Buffy. Please don't date anyone right now. I can't cope with it. If you have not seen Angel, please do not watch my reaction videos. I have seen later seasons and I can't speak of spoilers. There's a change in Spike right now, so I'm definitely curious to see how that's gonna work out because he was offering Buffy some information against the initiative. So it's going to be sort of really interesting to see Buffy and Spike against the initiative. Does this mean they're going to be on the same team? What does that mean for them? I don't know. It's been really freaking fun to have Spike back. I'm not gonna lie. I really still miss Oz. I wish that it didn't come at this cost, Why couldn't we have Spike and Oz? Imagine if they were like a vampire and werewolf fighting duo. That would be cool. Also, something else that I feel like I didn't give enough emphasis to is the fact that in 406, Willow went to like a Wicca club, as she calls it or something. She's so cute. I want to see her interact with other possible witches. I want to be able to see her do some sketchy stuff and we did talk about it in 406 quite a lot, and so I'm waiting for her to have to do a spell or something like that. And well, now that I talked about Willow and Oz, I kind of want to talk about Tara again. I hate myself so much, guys, because I told myself it's fine. Tara's not gonna be coming in for a while, so chill the fuck down, Dominique. Did I chill? I did not chill. Every episode now. Is this the episode, ma'am? Are you coming in? And it's honestly, it's a little bit sad about the fact that I'm gonna be waiting for it for possibly a long time. And also, I'm gonna be actively waiting for Faith to come back because I refuse to believe that we've seen everything that Faith has to offer. There was a really interesting quote that I wanted to talk about very quickly. Xander says to Giles, "Isn't home that empty place you're trying to escape?" And I was like, oh damn, sir, I guess we're going there. I hate to say it because I try not to bring up Jenny every video because y'all are like, this bitch needs the help. But it feels like Giles is still sort of sad, right? And I was talking about how I want him to be able to move on and just have something in his life. And, the fact that even the people around him, the fact that Xander notices that Giles feels like his home is empty and stuff like that. I just think it's sad. Giles, sir, please, we gotta get you out there, we gotta get you happy. And I don't know if it comes at the cost of me betraying Jenny and shipping you with somebody else, so be it. So yeah, let's head into the episode. Maybe a haunted venue, a haunted dress. Yeah, it feels like it's gonna be sort of ghost-ish. Yeah, I think I'd have to go with that, but we will see very shortly. Thank you all so much for watching this with me, and let's do it. No. I forgot that we're still grieving Willow and Oz. No, we don't go here. This is not okay. They want to put me up in my Willow and Oz feelings when I literally just said I'm suffering over Bangel. Oh! Hello?
Seeing Angel in LA, even for 5 minutes. Hello to the pain.
The pain is not a friend.
You don't know the start of it, ma'am.
I can't help thinking, isn't that where the fire comes from? Can a nice, safe relationship be that intense?
I just wanted to say that the fact that they just sort of set up like a lesbian alliance, and I was just talking about Tara. Is she coming? Because if she appears in this episode, I'm gonna be throwing a pride parade. I am so excited to meet her, and I really did not think that it was gonna come up. I was trying to talk about it to like manifest it, but it doesn't feel like it's happening right now. But the way that they just set up a lesbian alliance and they're like, hello, lesbians exist, I'm like, okay. I'm not sure if it's gonna pay off in like this episode or like later in the season, but I guess she's gonna be coming in a little bit sooner than I thought. So now I'm like super excited, and I will be reading into every single scene waiting for her to appear. So if I'm ever quiet in a scene, please know that I'm thinking about Tara and wondering, when are you gonna appear? Kiss the librarian!
I don't know why you're so dainty all of a sudden.
Jandy gave it to him, okay?
Look at my poor neck. All bare and tender.
The way Giles is like...
All that blood just pumping away.
Oh, please.
Giles, make us stop.
If those two don't kill each other, I might lend a hand.
What about a truth spell?
I'm not positive it would work on a vampire, but we could try. Make him fess up.
A truth
Yes.
spell, of course. Why didn't I think of that?
Because
Yes,
you had your
which
hands
stuff?
full with the undead English patient.
I love this.
Willow may have had a very helpful idea. She seems to be coping better with Oz's departure, don't you think?
We don't talk about that,
There's a way
sir.
to go, but yeah, I think she's dealing.
What, are you people blind? She's hanging on by a thread.
And Nini could see that.
I guess this means he's planning on settling down somewhere else. Not here.
I guess so.
I feel like I've been split down the center and half of me is lost.
I know. It feels like that now.
Oz is gone.
No, I don't want it.
Just relax. Let it wash over you.
I don't want to
Air.
see them kiss.
Motion. Just let it roll.
Don't.
We are talking about driving, right?
Thought I was.
I believe that's the dance of a brave little toaster.
Can't they tell that she's like not actually? She's not happy. But please run into Tara.
Hey guys, come on. This music's great.
It's nice to see you brought your boogie shoes tonight, Will.
Anybody remember when Buffy had the fun beer fest and went 1 million years BC?
Sadly
Yes.
without the fuzzy bikini.
Off topic, Sandra.
Right. Helping now. Will, how about you? Give me that beer.
I love her.
No. Why should I? I've got pain here. Big time, legitimate pain.
We all have pain, Will.
I just can't stand feeling this way. I want it to be over.
It will. I promise. But it's gonna take time.
And
Well, it's
Tara.
not good enough.
I know. It's just how it is. You have to go through the pain.
Well, isn't there some way I can just make it go away? Just because I say so? Can I just make it go poof? From this eve forth, my will be done. So mote it be.
Oh shit, ma'am. That was very intense. She did not do some light stuff. That was hardcore.
I only meant that you're grieving, and it might be wise if you took a break from doing spells without supervision.
So I get punished because I'm in pain?
It's not punishment. I'm only saying this because...
Oh, you care. Yeah, Everybody
He
cares.
does!
Nobody wants to be inconvenienced. You all want me to take the time and go through the pain. As long as you don't have to hear about it anymore.
No, that's not fair.
Isn't it? Because I'm doing the best I can, and it doesn't seem to be enough for you guys.
And I see how you could feel that way. I do.
No, you don't. You say that you do, but you don't see anything.
Willow!
Sorry.
There's no way.
Sorry. But perhaps I'd better be going.
Hey, what's that all about?
Oh, nothing. Just ash in my eye.
Oh. No, please don't escape.
Well,
I'm having so much fun.
I won't have you doing mojo on me if you can't read properly. You could turn me into a stink beetle or what all.
It would be a generous ending for you, Spike.
Fuck.
The only real witch here is fuzzy little Amy.
I think you're being too hard on yourself.
She's got access to powers I can't even invoke. I mean, first she's a perfectly normal girl. Then poof, she's a rat.
Oh my god!
I could
No,
never
no!
do something like that.
We just had Amy! No, I was so excited!
I don't see the big. He's probably just standing out there. You'll find him in 2 seconds.
Thought that was gonna take longer.
Me too. Must have got turned around.
I love this.
Hey, hang on. This is it. Wait. No. Yes.
What are you talking about?
The lab. Commando lab. The door was right here where I escaped.
I don't think so.
You know? He actually knows?
Open up!
Well, fine. Why doesn't she just go marry?
If the two of you could remain civil long enough to...
It's just so sudden. I don't know what to say.
Just say yes. And make me the happiest man on earth.
Spike. Of course it's yes.
What the fuck?
Giles, you'll never believe what's happened.
No, what the fuck is that?
This is our wedding, and you're treating it like a big joke.
Oh, howdy. Look at that lip. Gonna get it. Gonna get it.
This is so weird!
Yes, please stop.
Giles, did you see my ring?
Thankfully, not very well.
And my father's not that far away. I mean, he could... But this day is about family. My real family. And I would like you to be the one to give me away.
Oh, that's so sweet!
That's... Oh, for God's sake, this is nonsense. Something is making you act this way. Don't you realize what you're doing?
Living the dream.
He's gonna have to take a bit of time to get used to it, Bet.
Riley,
Buffy.
I really like you. I hope you know that you mean a lot to me. And if things were different,
Different than what?
I want you to promise me that we can always be friends. And I'd really like you to be there on the day.
The day when...
The wedding.
The wedding. What wedding?
My wedding. I'm getting married. Can you believe it?
I don't think no's a strong enough word.
I know. It's I mean, we fought for all these years, and then sometimes you just look at someone and you know?
No.
I think maybe we fought because we couldn't admit how we really felt about each other.
Can we start again?
You'll really like him.
Regaining focus.
You just got rid of your mom. Let's not bring Willow into this. It's time for just the two of us.
No, I forgot about the demon thing. Oh. good impulses.
Drowning is the only way to kill it. We could smear a little on the mouth. The blood of the innocent.
That's my girl.
Not again. Why do they keep kissing?
Stop
I'm like
that
so
right now.
disturbed.
I can hear
exactly.
the smacking.
Honey, we need to talk about the invitations. Now, do you want to be William the Bloody or just Spike? Because either way, it's going to look majorly weird.
Whereas the name Buffy gives it that touch of classic elegance.
What's wrong with Buffy?
Such a good question.
Well, it's a terrible name.
My mother gave me that name.
Stop whatever you're doing. You smell like fruit roll-ups.
This is the crack team that foils my every plan. I am deeply shamed.
Spike's right. We really should get organized.
Why are you holding hands?
They have to hear it sooner or later.
Spike and I are getting married.
How? What? How?
3 excellent questions.
What are you looking at?
The man I love.
Can I be blind too? Wait.
I literally can't.
I know something. What is it? Everything's so familiar.
Oh my god.
Brain work. Oh, Willow.
Please stop kissing. It's so disturbing.
Something about Willow and her griefy, poor me mood swings.
Oh no. What the fuck? That can't be good.
Your magic is strong, but your pain, it's like a scream that pierces dimensional walls. We heard your call.
I'm sorry.
Wow.
I'll try for a quiet rage. Bye.
Our intention is not to quash your potential. Quite the contrary.
It's been 4 seasons and I cannot get over how fucking cool she is.
This is the result of your power. You will make a fine vengeance demon.
No, please. You have to help them.
It is
Hell no!
You are my interest in this matter.
Really, no offense intended. I mean, you've been super nice and everything, but I don't want to be a demon. I just want to go back and help my friends.
That is your answer?
It is.
I'm sorry to hear that. Oh well. Here is my talisman. You change your mind, give us a chant.
Let my will be safe again. As these words of peace are spoken, let this harmful spell be broken.
Oh my god, they're gonna be so confused.
Oh! Bloody hell!
Spike, lips of Spike. You're a pig, Spike.
Yeah. Well, I'm not the one who wanted wind beneath my wings for the first dance.
That was the spell. And it wasn't even nice. And the bad boy thing? Over it. Okay, I totally get it. I'd be really happy to be in a nice relationship with a decent, reliable... Oh my God, Riley thinks I'm engaged.
What?
Riley, he saw me.
You're insane.
Uh-huh.
But you're still single.
Yes.
No, they're so gonna kiss.
Okay,
Please,
then.
God, no.
Just another little piece of the Buffy puzzle.
Buffy, you've kissed enough
You
this
really have a
episode.
lot to learn about women, Riley.
No, no. No.
You're gonna teach me.
Oh. Okay, I really thought he was gonna kiss her. I mean, sir. Okay, let's talk a little bit about this episode. I have to say, I love these episodes where it's like things are going crazy, where nothing is like normal. I love it. I love it so much. And I feel like I have to start by talking about Buffy and Spike. I have to. In that scene in the bathtub, he was getting quite close to her, and I was gonna say, like, that's weird, but kind of interesting. And then they actually full on leaned into it. And then I was like, oh, I guess I'm a little bit opposed because seeing them kiss and like, there's something so disturbing about that. It didn't feel right, but it was so freaking hilarious. But I have to say that in between Spike and Riley, I have to say that I kind of prefer her with Spike. I'm not gonna lie. I feel like Riley is a bit too boring for her. I think she was kind of right. Buffy needs the angst. She needs, you know, she's the Slayer. I think my judgment is very much clouded by Angel. And I feel like maybe it's gonna change. But right now, I think it was easier for me to digest Buffy and Spike because it was all, like it was not actually them. On the previous episode, sort of felt like they were somewhat teasing in a romance. And I do know that they eventually have something. I thought this was gonna be like a season 6, 7 thing again, like Tara. I think I'm not very good at guessing when things are going to happen. I think it's definitely like a foreshadowing for what's to come. And, you know, sometimes I hate knowing Buffy things because it's just a little bit sad. But knowing this piece of information is actually pretty hilarious because I get to see them together and I'm like, this is so weird, but I'm gonna have to get used to it at some point. And I do think that there's still got to be a build-up for that, you know? I know that it's not like they're gonna show up and they're dating next episode. So it's gonna be really interesting to see how their relationship might change after this specific day because now they know more things about each other and they, you know, they were kind of intimate. I knew that after the last episode, it was going to be hard for me to go back to Buffy and Riley. And it is hard because it's like they're cute. Riley is sweet. He clearly likes her and cares about her and she clearly feels something about him too, but I look at him and all I can think about is Angel's better. I'm so sorry, Riley. This episode, they focused on Riley as just like a love interest. We didn't really get to see him so much as part of the initiative, which is cool because like even in the last episode, we didn't talk about it so much, but we got to see at least one scene of him with the other guys. And then this episode, they were fully leaning into the romance aspect of things and his relationship with Buffy. And I'm curious because like they were just setting up the initiative. They got me really curious about that. And I've been waiting for like, you know, something. And now they're like taking some time away, which I should have seen coming. But I do think Spike was onto something. When he was saying that like, oh, this is the place, I think he was right. I think that's gotta come back. The proposal that Willow got about being a revenge demon, that was really interesting. So I definitely think she's gonna have to talk about that. He gave her a little like medallion or something, right? I don't know if she's gonna give it to Anya. I don't know if like something has got to happen about that because they didn't just leave the story as like a no, I don't want to do it, then leave by. They left her with something. And so this is a story that I feel like is meant to come back, and that's going to be really interesting. These writers, every single freaking time that I ask for something, they give it to me, but not the way that I want or not the way that I expect. And I think that that's just the fun of things because, you know, even if I know I want it, it's like they never give it quite the way that I'm expecting. It always leads to so much shock. And this was really fun. Like, it's actually a little bit fun to see Willow sort of screw up for once. I feel like she's such an uptight person who does everything correctly, and I felt like this was gonna lead to her screwing up something, you know. I wonder how Spike is gonna be in these next few episodes. Like, when he ran away, I was like, I don't want it to happen because I'm having so much fun seeing him interact with the gang, but I feel like it makes more sense for him to run away because he feels like such an outsider right now, you know, being sort of kidnapped, and I don't see how long they can keep this going. And then now I'm curious to see how these next few episodes are going to play out because it feels like they trust him a little bit more. You know, just in the fact that he was able to use his hands to, you know, eat the cookie. I don't know. It definitely, I think some things are definitely switching with Spike. I think he's starting to go a little bit away from the big bag territory and a little bit more into like our squad. And so this is so interesting and mind-blowing, but I love seeing this side of Spike. Spike is just the best. I love him so much, and he makes every episode better. I'm just saying. I feel like how present Anya was in this episode is sort of what I expected from her entrance into the show, because this episode, she felt like a Cordy, you know, somebody who was actually in on the action, who was like running with them, who was facing the same things, you know, who was affected by the spell somewhat, sorta, kinda. The fact that they're actively choosing to bring her in to show her relationship with Xander, makes it seem like they're trying to invest more in her as a character, and that makes me really happy because they are so cute. She was like touching his arm in the bar, and she hugged him in the house. Like, I'm just paying attention to them so much, like in the background and all those things. I think they're adorable. The way that Anya fit into the group today felt very much like how Oz would fit into the group in the previous seasons, I guess. And I'm just really sad. I can't believe that they put me through the Bangel feels and then they put me through the Willow and Oz feels, like, right after the other. I feel like they should at least give me a break. I can't believe how romantic this episode was, because truly the last episode, you know, Angel 108, was just the most devastating thing in a way that I really thought they were not going to talk about romance for, like, a couple of episodes because Domi needs time to get over it. And then they were like, no, let's indulge in the romances of Spike and Buffy, and like Buffy and Riley, and about just Willow and Oz. I really like Giles's conversation with Willow because, plot twist, y'all, it reminded me of Jenny. And now you're wondering, is this bitch ever gonna shut up about Jenny? The quick answer is no. The fact that he said that Willow was grieving, I think, is such an interesting choice of words, because I do think that she's grieving. Like, Oz didn't die, but I myself, I remember I said that I felt like I was grieving for Oz, because it really is such a loss. He's gone. He might not be dead, but he's clearly not here right now. And I think that when he was talking to her and he was telling her that he understands, and the fact that he used the word grieving definitely makes it feel like he was talking about Jenny and how he has sort of been through that in his own way. And I think this connects back to what I said in the beginning of the episode. I really need Giles to move on. I feel like if he doesn't move on, I can't move on, and then we're in season 4 and still talking about poor freaking Jenny Calendar. And so I hate to say it because it's like I don't want him to be in another relationship, but I think that it's like the right thing for him right now, because I do think that, like, even though we have seen, like, little glimpses, like, in 401 of that lady in his apartment, which was just... we don't talk about that. I do think that he needs somebody. Him and Xander this season, I've been talking about how they're different because they're not in the university, so they have a lot more chance to explore so many things within these characters, and I think that for Giles, a big part of that would be to explore a social life. Because it honestly kind of feels like he doesn't have any friends other than the kids, which is sort of adorable. Like, the fact that he comes in to check in on Willow, like, that is literally the cutest thing ever. But, like, Giles, you kind of need some people your age to become friends with as well. I feel like anything. I just want something for Giles. Please. I don't want to see him sad, and he feels like he's still nostalgic and still sad. Oh, and the fact that she asked him to be what's the name? Like, the guy who walks her down the aisle was the cutest thing ever. And this brings me back to a point that I was going to mention and I forgot, which is that last episode, Buffy visited her dad. She doesn't see him at all anymore, so I sort of thought that he just kind of gave up on Buffy. And so the fact that they're still somewhat seeing themselves occasionally is weird and leads me to believe that I don't know. Because I think when I was talking about Buffy's dad, I was saying that, like, maybe they would bring him in to, like, kill him off or something. Like, I don't know, it felt like they had mentioned him once more. I think it was, like, in Fear itself they had mentioned him, and then now they mentioned him in 108 of Angel, and so I don't know if this is their way of trying to bring him back for something big. But it would be interesting to see him. I definitely think that her relationship with her dad is such a huge part of who she is, and the way that she built her personality sort of around that, and the divorce, that I do think it's always interesting for us to explore that. But I love that even though she was just with her father, she chose Giles to walk her down the aisle. Like, is there anything cuter than that? No. I'm just obsessed with the way that, you know, Buffy and Willow are becoming closer and closer to Giles. It's so cute. And now I want to see Xander, because we've been getting a little bit of that, because him and Giles seem to be working, seem to be getting closer, and I want him to be able to get to the same points that Buffy and Willow are at. Going back to Drunk Willow, that is such a fun concept. I kind of wish we could have seen more about that. I wish that scene at the Bronze would have been extended a little bit longer, you know, where we could actually just get to see... Oh, by the way, I totally thought Tara was going to be at the Bronze. I really thought they were going to meet then. I am such a fool. I tell myself she's not going to come in, she's not going to come in, and then I'm always looking for her in, like, the party scenes and the group scenes, like a fool that I am. But anyways, I wish we had seen a little bit more of Drunk Willow, because I feel like, you know, the mention to View Bad was really fun, and I feel like we have seen Buffy drunk, but we haven't seen that much of Willow being drunk, and I just think that now sort of is the perfect time for us to see that, you know. She's in college, she's just gone through a breakup. If there's one moment in her life where she's gonna drink, kind of feels like that's it. So yes, super fun stuff happening. You know, I'm still not over the Buffy and Spike things. There's so much to unpack, and I'm definitely curious to see how my thoughts about them are gonna change after this episode, how their thoughts about each other are gonna change after this episode. The name of the, ooh! I think I know this one. The name of the next episode is Hush. Oh, okay. I'm saving my predictions for the next video to keep y'all curious, but I think I know this one. I'm really excited now. That's gonna be a really fun episode. But anyways, love y'all. Thanks for watching. I will see you later. Bye.